Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my channel. As always, per sempre, soccer forever, per sempre calcio, which we have the special guest, Mr. Nick Cardone in the house. How's it going, my friend?
All good. How are you, Reno?
Fantastic. You
All
hear
right.
me fine? We're all
Oh,
good?
oh, beautiful. Yeah.
I hear you.
Good,
Perfetto, bellissimo.
good, good. This is great.
As always, per sempre, my fellow friends, put a like, subscribe, leave a comment, and let's get things started, shall we? Are you ready, Mr. Cardone?
I'm ready. Some good stuff to talk about.
And as your people should know, he is a referee, so you want to ask some questions? Ask him. Okay, let's have a little chit chat about start off with the Champions League, then Europa League, then we'll leave the Serie A at the end, whatever it's going on there. Okay, let's start with the Champions League, which has started on Tuesday. Chelsea beats Dortmund, which they're on the quarters. Benfica beats Bruges 5-1, which Bruges is a team. No, sorry, Benfica is a team that the Italian teams should be careful in general. Now, this is all about Italian soccer, Serie A, so to all you Serie A fans, Italian soccer, this is the channel to be, so let's take care of business. Now we're going to talk about the Tottenham game against AC Milan with the two Italian coaches. Mr. Pioli, was he on fire? And the famous Conte, if he still lose his Champions League streak. Well, unfortunately for Mr. Conte, quattro passi a casa, right?
Yeah, yeah. Conte. Everyone says it, and it keeps happening. His record in Europe is just not good.
Yeah, well, you think that he went through the first round 16, he could do something, but I guess not. It didn't work that way. Which Pioli, that everybody was complaining, he's not on fire. Guess what? The guy Zito Zito. After 11 years, Milan are in the quarterfinals. So, did you watch the game, Nick?
Yeah. I missed first half, but I saw the entire second half.
Okay.
Yeah. No. I think all credit to Milan on this one. Yeah, they played a little bit of the Italian way where they defended a lot, but overall, Tottenham only 3 shots on goal. They really limited them. Possession was mostly even. Milan played their game.
Yes, they did. They had some shots from, Ibram, Diaz, and Theo Hernandez. But Leao, close to the end, he had some shots, but unfortunately, when the ball doesn't go in. But having Magnan in their defense, Kulu, and what's that guy's name? The guy from Toronto.
There's Kalulu and Tomori.
Tomori, yes, Tomori.
Yeah, I forgot who it was, but they hit the post. I thought the ball was going in.
And then it hit
Last
the
few minutes of the
post.
game hit the post there. That would have been the dagger. I saw that ball. I thought it was in the net already.
Yeah.
But no, Milan. The way they played was great. It
They
was
play with
defensive.
heart.
Yeah, it was defensive at the end, but they were all very well organized. I think, look, on paper, especially coming from Premier League, Tottenham is overall a better team, but they didn't play
Yes.
better than Milan.
This one makes me laugh, okay? We all talk about the Premier League, how they spend all this kind of money. Milan, after 11 years, this is the first time after 11 years they went to the quarterfinals. They have the half of the budget what Tottenham has. And plus they paid like 15, 18 million to Conte, and they still couldn't manage. But the question is this, like, what are your thoughts about Pioli? Yes, Pioli at the Serie A, fa cacare, it is what it is. But we have to give him credit. You know what I mean? Like last year, the first time in the Champions League, they got knocked out the first round. But now they made it through the first 16. Now they're going to the quarters, so we gotta give them a little credit and give a little heads up to the Premier League and company that spend money. It's not about the money; it's about the quality. Correct?
Yeah, definitely. Look, Pioli, I don't think he is one of the best tacticians in Italy at all. But he is a very good motivator, knows how to unite the squad. And that's what he did. Those players were playing as a unit. And yeah, even though he knew his team maybe wasn't as good on paper, he was able to find a way. Even if it wasn't pretty, look, that's just a way. At the end of the day, who came out on top? And, it's a very Italian mentality, we know. Pioli, though, I think he doesn't care. He just wants to get through. The same thing with the Scudetto last year. They didn't just totally dominate the league last year, but he won the Scudetto. That's all Pioli cares about at the end of the day.
Yes. Well, close. Well, a difference that this year they brought in some culture, let's just say, but they got the job done. Either luck or no luck, Milan got the job done, so we cannot complain.
Yeah. And to see him, I actually did really think that Conte, as soon as I saw Tottenham Milan, I thought, okay, Conte, here's his chance with a Premier League team in Europe. He has his chance here to prove everyone wrong. He knows how to get it done in Europe, particularly against an Italian team, in a style of play that he knows better than anyone
Yeah.
else. I really thought, I honestly thought, not because I thought Milan was going to be bad, I thought Conte was going to get it perfect this time and Tottenham would have gone right through them. And I think ultimately that's part of the reason why Tottenham go down. Conte didn't get it right.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. But you know what? The problem with Conte because he's gonna come back to Torino, and that's everyone's question about Conte coming back to Torino because he has his daughter going to school. So either he might come back to Juventus, which I don't want him, or Inter, or maybe Milan if Pioli leaves or not. What are your thoughts about this?
Um, yeah, definitely mixed thoughts. I could see him back in Italy for sure. I'm surprised he went to Tottenham because usually he goes with a team he knows he can win with immediately. So I can 100% see him coming back to Italy with one of these teams that he could definitely win the league immediately with.
What do you think? Well, okay, let's start off with Juventus. You think
Yeah.
it's a good idea or a bad idea?
Huh. My gut tells me bad idea. Um, but I do think we would need to think and analyze a little more to say for sure.
Yes, because you know the way I think, having le minestre riscaldate, the leftovers, it's no point. Yes, he can reform the team. We need somebody new, like 100%. That's the way I look at it. Then what about Inter? I know that Interisti will be happy to see him.
Um, yeah, I mean he won the Scudetto with them. Overall, they played really
They
well.
play good soccer that time, I gotta say, even though with the
He,
COVID and all that kind of stuff. But
yeah. Um, I mean it's hard because Inzaghi isn't getting the results they want, but I also don't think it's entirely Inzaghi's fault
yeah,
either. He's having some issues, as all the teams are having. The quality of the teams are all better. Well, you have Napoli playing a lot better. Um, so, I I could see how they could be happy with Conte going back, but
yeah.
I don't think he's necessarily a big upgrade from Inzaghi right now for them.
I don't know because Inzaghi, I'm not a really big fan of Inzaghi. Yes, they brought them in for the first in the round 16. We'll see what they're gonna do with Porto, but to win a Scudetto, I don't know because I don't like his choices. He always takes off the good guys because as soon they have a yellow card, you know what I mean. Because I don't know if you heard Italian football, they said the same thing that Inzaghi. It is what it is. I don't know.
Yeah. Look, I think the only team 100% happy with their coach right now is Napoli. That's it.
Yeah, spaghetti, as known as Spalletti. Well, we'll see. Well, I don't know. I know a lot of people defend what's his name, Inzaghi, but at the same time, a lot of people are not happy with Inzaghi. So, what about with Milan? Conte with Milan.
Um, I could see him dependent. I actually would see him the best with Milan. Out of all those three teams,
Yeah.
because right now I think they have a good squad. Pioli isn't. They've had their struggles. Pioli isn't going to. I don't think bring them to another level. I think they could be better. I don't necessarily think he's gonna get them much better than they are now. I think Milan is actually the perfect team. They need to jump in quality again. They need some good signings with a new coach. I think could be good.
Uh,
I think for Antonio Conte, especially if he wants to prove himself with a new team,
he wants the money.
Milan is the smartest choice for him. I think.
But the thing is this, but Pioli, I understand, but at least he brought them to the quarters. I don't know if Conte will. So
Yeah, Europe is always a concern. I think at this point with Conte.
yeah, okay. Before we go on,
Yeah.
I have a comment here. Let me see who's on the comments here. If this baby works, of course it doesn't work because it's a caca. My wife.
Spaghetti.
Spaghetti. What a lascia perdere. She meant Spalletti. Whoever's watching. Okay, let's move on. Before I go into the Europa League, there was a big surprise that happened to the Champions League. PSG got knocked out with with Bayern Monaco.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it was a big surprise because they were playing Bayern. Um, as soon as I saw that, I saw okay, Bayern can definitely win this. PSG were also second in the group, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes,
So PSG wasn't having a phenomenal Champions League already. No offense, but they also play in the French league. So even if they have the quality of players, they're not getting the proper competition. And I think that was also been a problem in Serie A with Juve in the past. The competition was low, so they go to Europe, even though if they have the right players to win it, they're not used to playing that competitive all the time. And I think that's the big problem with PSG.
well, yeah, but come on, they have big top players like what's his name? Bayern last year they didn't play well, but now the coach he modern everything. Even the fact that they cheat, as much we all criticize the poor guy, but he saved that goal. Like I was
Yeah.
watching, I was like, and I said, you know me, I wasn't really happy with Delichit what he said, but he did a good thing by saving that goal for Bayern. So
I, look, as a referee and as an Italian, I have to give a shout out to Daniele Orsato. He refereed the Bayern PSG game. I'm sorry, yeah, Bayern PSG game.
Bayern PSG game.
Yes,
Oh,
and did
I
a
didn't notice.
great job as usual.
He's
Yeah,
number one.
one of the
Well,
best.
the French now they're gonna complain. Oh, because it was the Italian coach, he got robbed.
All right.
But you know what it tells you? They gotta stop with this money spending. I hope they get in trouble. PSG, Man City, you know. Now we're seeing that the Italian teams are getting forward, so I hope it keeps it that way. And you know what I mean?
Yeah. Look, with PSG, they're owned by the Qataris. We all know the Qataris did some crazy stuff, especially with winning this World Cup bid. For anyone watching, I recommend watching the documentary on Netflix called FIFA Uncovered.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I should look at
I
that.
think I told you about it. Very good stuff. You should
Really
definitely
good
watch it.
stuff.
Yeah,
I should.
about Sepp Blatter, Platini, and all the corruption in FIFA and how they got the World Cup. American Chuck Blazer, he was an official with FIFA. Um, crazy stuff. But anyway, um, PSG, they're owned by the Qataris. They're definitely doing some shady stuff, but it's hard because they're owned by a government. This isn't some owners or CEOs. This is a literal government you're going against.
I know.
Um, it's very hard.
It's very hard.
I definitely, I'm not gonna lie. I think all of us envy the position they're in because I think they're basically untouchable because of who owns them.
Yeah, but for how long? You know what I mean? I think things are going to change it in the future.
Yeah, hopefully. But also remember, we're talking about government world leaders.
Yeah, that's true.
This isn't like with Agnelli or Elkan, who are just CEOs. These are people who literally have military power, have influence all around the world. Um, it's hard. I don't see anything crazy. Maybe Al Khalifi,
Khalafi, yeah, whatever his
yeah,
name is.
the PSG owner, maybe he'll get in trouble, for kidnapping and all that stuff. But
Yeah.
I don't see PSG getting in much trouble themselves.
Well, the chances are they're not going to see a Champions League for a long time. After all I hope Mbappe, if you listen to me, get out of there as soon as possible.
Yeah, I definitely don't think he'll be at PSG forever. I
Yeah.
hope I will say what I hope happens.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Well, I hope Messi goes back to Barcelona.
You think so?
I don't necessarily think so. I'm saying I hope.
Well, maybe if he cuts off his salary, maybe because he's not doing that great there. Like he has what he had to do. So
Well, what I don't understand is you're Leo Messi. You've won what? How many Ballon d'Or? 7, maybe another one coming. You won the
yeah,
World Cup. You've won everything. You're considered the greatest player in the game. You're a Barcelona legend. You were with them your whole career until the last minute there. Who cares? Go play for free. Who cares? You make a ton of
yeah,
money already from your businesses and all your sponsorship deals. It was the same thing with Ronaldo at Sporting
yeah.
and Saudi Arabia. Why are you going to Saudi Arabia to make $500 million? Just go to Sporting and play for free. Play with your home club. Who cares? It looks so nice. It'd be
Exactly.
great for the game. But, they care about the money. So,
Yeah, we have some comments here with our fellow paisano, Mr. Roberto. He's so excited about Milan, as you see. Then he said, Forza Milan. We got that.
you guys, you stole Conte's hair.
Yeah, this guy's unbelievable.
You took off
And
his toupee.
apparently, what Mbappe said in his latest interview, maybe in the future, when he's like 40 years old, maybe?
No, Mbappe is never going to Milan for one reason. Maybe, never say never. At least not soon. Maybe towards the end of his career, you never know. But
Yeah.
money. I don't think any
Yeah,
Italian team has
well,
the money for Mbappe.
maybe he might become like Ibrahimovic, you know what I
Right.
mean? So
That's the only way.
we'll see.
But I personally, I don't see it happening
No, no,
just
no.
for money.
But that's what Mbappe said. If he ever goes to Italy, he will go for Milan. Because he's kind of like a Milan fan. But I hope he goes to Real Madrid.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Okay, so Milan. We talked about the Champions League. Then we're going to have the second leg next week. Where there's Napoli. What's that team? I always forget that team. Frankfurt.
Yeah.
And Porto against Inter. We'll see what that happens. I know the majority of the people think that that Inter's going to go through Porto, but I have a bad feeling with Porto because Porto, you can never underestimate them. So we'll see. Because after we've seen today, I don't know if you saw, Arsenal, they almost got beat up by Sporting at the Europa League. So I wouldn't be too concerned, you know. Okay, before I go forward, I got my
Yeah.
paisano here. He wants to talk about Chiesa. Any update about Chiesa?
Yeah. A little
Not
bit.
too sure.
A
You
small
have?
one, actually. I saw one come in right before we came on.
Yeah, Romeo Agresti, right?
Yeah, I believe so. What I saw was it's his right knee, not his left. But he tore his left ACL last year, so that's good already. Because if it was the same knee that he had injured, I'd be a lot more worried. I mean, look, I'm not a doctor. I don't really know. We don't really know, but I think that's already a better sign that it's not the knee he injured.
I know because he dropped. So we'll get into Juve after Paisano. Before we go forward, okay, let's go into Europa League.
But yeah, that's the
And
update on Chiesa.
yeah, because Roma Aggressive said it wasn't too serious. So I hope,
Yeah,
because I know a lot of people are concerned, but
I think he'll probably not play on Sunday just to make sure he's okay.
I hope he's okay, man. That's all I hope.
Yeah. Not we hope. He needs to be okay. But anyway,
Case,
we'll talk about that later.
yeah. Okay, there was a Europa League. The two Italian teams, of course, Roma against Real Sociedad. How do you call that team?
Yeah,
Then,
I don't know how to pronounce that.
yeah, that's what I said on my video. Come cazzo si chiama quello? I don't
Oh,
know.
no. I'm sorry. Oh, no. That's not who I thought you were talking about. Real Sociedad.
Sociedad, yes, Real Sociedad. Sorry, that's how you pronounce it.
Yeah.
I get confused with the names. People give me shit, but what can I do? I'm pretty
Yeah.
bad with names.
I actually want to, if
Yeah.
you don't mind, want to give
Yeah,
a
go
shout
ahead.
out. Want to give a shout out to my cousin Giuseppe. He's a Roma fan. He was at the game today.
Really?
Yeah.
Ah, complimenti a Giuseppe.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you should send the slide video to Giuseppe, because they're sleeping right now.
Yeah, he's sleeping right now in Italy. But yeah, I saw he sent me the videos of them singing Roma, Roma, Roma and everything.
The fans out there are unbelievable. Nobody beats those fans.
Yeah.
But it was a good game. 2-0 for Roma. The first goal, what's that guy's name? Faraon?
No, El Shaarawy.
Sharawi. Yeah, they probably did. Okay, Sharawi. And what was the second guy's name?
Kumbulla.
Kumbo. That was wrong. That was okay. The internet. I don't know these names. Yeah, Sharawi was a beautiful goal, I gotta say. But they were pretty good. But Real's
Good play by Abraham.
Oh, Ibrahim. Then, of course, La Gioia, a little bit credit.
Yeah.
The one that we both miss, I guess.
Yeah, it starts from Dybala, goes to Abraham, and then good
Yeah.
ball to El Shaarawy. So,
Yeah, even though they're not a high-class team, Mr. Mourinho, the special one, can still manage.
yeah.
It wasn't that defensive today, like a 50-50, I should say.
Yeah, so I didn't see. I just looked at the highlights, but from what I saw, I just think it. Here's what I think about Mourinho.
Okay, go ahead.
Mourinho, he's a coach. His philosophy, like a lot of coaches, is a little outdated. Sometimes when he gets the tactics right, they play great. It can be a nice equal game, but he finds those tactical situations where they make the difference.
Yeah.
Today, that happened. All right, he did a great job. It can also, we've seen with Mourinho, it happens the other way, where he totally gets it wrong, and Roma loses to teams they shouldn't have any business losing to, like with Cremonese.
I know they beat them twice at the Coppa Italia,
Yeah,
and then the second time. Then, unfortunately, on Sunday they beat us for the first time after 3 years.
look, that was that's a whole other thing we can talk about.
Maybe after, yeah.
Yeah.
But let's leave our stress after.
Yes.
Okay, now I know everybody wants to talk about this. Juventus against Freiburg, how you want to call it?
Freiburg, I think you would say.
Freiburg. Well, in Italian, Friburgo.
Freiburg.
Yeah, Freiburg. Yeah.
Burg.
This team, I don't know what I heard. It's the first time they're doing a competition like this, which they almost scored. But Juventus, man, they really piss me off with this style of playing. Of course, La Magia once again managed to score that goal. Rabiot's scored, but it was an offside for some reason. You can explain because you're a referee, but I don't
Well,
know, man.
so basically, what I will say, look, we don't like the style of play. It is what it is. We're gonna get it. However, I will say, uh, Freiburg only had two shots, no shots on goal the whole game.
Yeah,
So
that one,
today, it worked, except the one that it was called. It wasn't offside. It was they called a
the
handball.
handball. Yeah,
Do you want me to explain that one?
yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. So
We have all the time in the world. As long as you don't have to leave. So
no. So what
go
happened
ahead.
there? What happened there was you have the ball being played into the penalty area, right? He tries to head it, and I couldn't tell if it hit his head first and then his arm, or if it just hit his arm. Okay, no one saw it. I think the referee, he was shielded by the players, the assistant referee. It's the guy's backs to him. He's never going to see that. Okay, so what basically happened was they're considering that to be a deliberate handball because his arm was in an unnatural position. All right, that's borderline in my opinion. Saying his arm was in an unnatural position. When you go like that for a header, your arm comes up a little bit. All right, out here, we're as we say in Italian, siamo al limite. We're right at the limit.
Yeah, volontariato,
Yes.
kinda
So they
a limit.
I don't think he tried. So the considerations here are, um, did he? Which part of the body did the ball hit first? Okay, if it hits his arm first, 100% without a doubt handball, especially with how far away the ball is coming from. That's another consideration: how far the ball is coming from.
Wow.
If it hits his head first, that's not a telltale. Doesn't automatically mean just because it hit his head it's not a handball, but that can be something in favor of the attacker if it hits his head first. I think here the key factor was this: that the arm for them was just in an unnatural position, um, and they don't expect they sometimes with refereeing you have to call what the game expects. Here you see the ball clearly hit the arm and then they score. All right. In fact, you have the rule about that if a goal is scored imminently from a handball, right after a handball, okay, that most of the time it's not a goal. It can't be a goal, right?
Yeah.
There isn't some exceptions, and one of them is what happened. Okay,
Okay.
if the ball if the goal is scored by a player who received the ball from a teammate, which is what happens, then it should be a goal. So here, if that's not a deliberate handball, there's no problem. It's a goal. Here, though, the key difference is for them it was deliberate. And it's important to know, too, that the conversation VAR has with the referee is very important. Because I think if the referee says, yes, I saw it hit his hand, for me, no handball, it wasn't on purpose, it was not deliberate,
I see.
VAR does not call the referee because it's not a clear and obvious error. But because most likely the referee did not see the ball hit his arm at all, VAR called him over.
Wow, that's genius, Nick. Like, you totally blow my mind. Whoever is watching here, that people always complain about the ref, this guy knows his stuff. Like, it totally blow my mind.
Yeah, but thank you, Reno. But yeah, that's a supportable decision. However, you know what? If they said, I think we're right at the limit there, it wouldn't have been completely outrageous to me if they said no, that's still a goal.
Wow.
That's not as simple, and that's actually I give this referee today in this game a lot of credit. That's not as simple of a call as people think.
Yeah, well, the referees recently, they've been good so far, so
Yeah, and I actually
pretty
really liked
impressive.
this referee. His name was Sidiropoulos.
The one from today.
Yes, he's Greek.
Greek. Wow.
Yes. Um, and I actually really liked him. There was at one point where Di Maria, I think in the first half, he got fouled, and you saw he
Yeah,
got up.
his face.
The referee, what did he do? He blew his whistle immediately, ran over there to make
Yeah.
sure there was no fight, whatever. And that's
Yeah,
where
yeah, I
I
saw
said,
that at the first half, I
yeah,
believe.
yeah, and that's where I said, thank you, referee, because you
Well,
don't want,
that's what we need.
yeah,
'Cause
you
too
want
much
to,
mistakes, man.
you want to, as a referee, you want to prevent a situation
That's
like that.
good. That is
As
really
a
good
fan,
news.
I really appreciate that because we've seen Di Maria get a red card already this year for doing stupid stuff, and the
Yeah,
referee quickly ran there to make sure he didn't do anything.
that's good.
So that was excellent. I really like this referee today.
Yeah, besides the ref, but what do you think about the game? I wasn't really impressed about Juve. Yes, we win, but we gotta score more goals, man.
Yeah, it's the final third, um, and I really think it comes down to Allegri tactics. But what he said today,
Unfortunately.
I think, is interesting. I actually appreciated what Allegri said today.
Okay.
Allegri said that it's certain key passes need to be made in the midfield. He says because if the pass doesn't come quick enough, that
Then they're
players then have to
behind.
drop back into position, and then the attack is totally gone.
Well, we see with Vlahovic, I don't know if it's a Allegri thing or Tim, but like the guy's lost, man. Non sa stoppare la palla. He cannot stop a ball, this guy, man. I don't know what's wrong with this guy.
Yeah, I think he's in a little bit of a slump
Yeah.
right now, which is okay. It happens. He's had. I'm sorry, my
Yeah. Elvis Presley.
yeah. I'm looking on camera and it's like opposite. It's not like a mirror.
No, you're okay. You're fine.
Yeah.
I have to wear my hat because my hair is all over the place.
Okay. But yeah, Vlahovic. Look, he's not playing too well now. I think part of it is also the tactics.
Of Mr. Achugina there.
Yes, Achugina. I like that name.
Everybody says it, but then there's
Achugina.
people defend him. I don't know, man. I don't know what to say anymore.
I like
Cause
that.
yeah, that's what the most Italians call him, Achugina. He's Achugina, like the guy. I don't know, like there's no way that he's gonna leave right now. I hope he leaves, in the summer because it's too much, man.
No, look, come on. I don't.
Because
I don't hope he leaves.
I don't
I
know if
think.
you heard from Italian.
I lost you for 2 seconds, Reno.
Yeah, the internet connection, my friend. Don't worry. Just wait. Sorry, we got a little bit
Oh,
of
there we go.
internet
Much
connection
better.
going on here. Okay, you hear me?
Yep. All good.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. I don't know what
No,
happened there, but yeah,
no. I was
it's
gonna
the
say.
StreamYard.
Yeah, no. I was gonna say. Look, I don't hope he leaves. I think Vlahovic has a lot of potential. I just want him to play better. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I'm saying, but Allegri, not Vlahovic.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no. Then I totally agree. With you.
Vlahovic, I don't know. Like
Look.
people want him to leave, but I don't know if he's gonna be a big difference. Even going to Real Madrid, he's not gonna be thinking that he's gonna be that 100%. You know what I mean?
Look, he scored so many goals with Fiorentina. I think we got to get him the ball more. He doesn't
It's
get the ball that much. I mean, it's frustrating.
yeah, but I agree. But it's even him too.
Definitely, he's not
Because even
totally
today,
faultless.
man, he non sa stoppare la palla. He can't stop the freaking ball, man. It just pissed me off.
Yeah,
I was yelling today. My tenants were everything okay. I'm just yelling about soccer. I'm sorry. Like I don't want him to leave. You know what I mean? But I don't know what. Anyway, it's not just me. Even a bunch of Juventini from Italy. Even the old school Juventini. They don't like him.
yeah.
So I don't know, man.
I like Vlahovic. I think he's a little too obsessed right now with trying to score when he has to just play his game and the goal will come. I agree he's not playing too great, but I think we gotta stick with him. We have to give him a chance here. We need him. He's kind of our big hope right now.
I know. Well, we'll see. One little thing, we got a paesano, if you remember, Luca Bertoli from Italy. Buon
Sì.
pomeriggio ragazzi. Qua
Ciao
qua è
Luca.
sera, Luca, è sera. Ma Luca Bertoli, ma io non capisco, quando io faccio live in italiano, quando tu sono le 9 là, non ci sei mai. Adesso che ore sono là? Le 3 di mattina?
Quasi le 4.
Mamma mia, paesano, ma che mi combini? No, he's a good guy. È un bravo
Ma magari va a
persona.
lavorare presto?
Può darsi. Yeah, you know what's funny? Every time I do live in English, he even said my lives with Gobo Toscano, because I did a live with these Italians. He says he listens to me in English. Well, I try to do it on the weekend in Italian, but it's hard sometimes, man. So we had 3 viewers, like pretty much people coming along slowly. So okay, about this game. Before I get a little bit more for about the Juventus drama than other drama going on, we went 37 minutes. You still okay, Nick? Like
Yeah, I'm good.
good for another 20 minutes, half an hour?
Maybe like 15, 20.
Okay,
Good.
let's wrap this up with Juventus, and we'll give a little bit 2 cents about everything.
Okay.
I have been talking about your best friend over there, Pogba. What are your thoughts about that? I'm not going to say anything bad. What are your thoughts, my friend?
Look, we don't know the details. I think that's the key factor here. In my opinion, in a moment like this where we really need him, he's starting to come back. He needs the minutes. The team needs a good player like him. We are so hoping for him to come back and to be Paul Pogba. And you take him out just because he's late once to practice. I think that's a little harsh. However,
Okay,
at
go
least
ahead.
Allegri's consistent with all the players. He doesn't care who you are.
That's a good thing. It's probably from the Società too, about the situation. But, I understand your point. But Pogba has been missing out, okay, to his injuries. He's been going skiing, Miami. Then you even show up late, on the training. Like a lot of Juventini, old school Juventini, they're upset because you've never seen this from De Piero. If you remember, because people were complaining about Allegri, not convocarlo, like not put him in. But you remember about Davis e Camoranese? They didn't put him at the final of the Champions League. So, probably he will be at Sampdoria because a lot of people think, oh, he's putting him for Sampdoria because you know what I mean. Allegri his focus on the Serie A.
Yeah.
But there's somebody here complaining about this. 1 sec. Let's see. 10 million should be there first.
No, I understand. Look.
Yeah.
I'd want to know more details of how late is late. Is it the first time or not? Here's the thing. The team morale right now is very fragile. And so, but we also aren't on the inside, so we don't know. And so, look, I'm going to think like a referee here.
Okay.
Does this team need to have someone disciplined in order to help morale? Or is doing that just going to make things worse? That's the key question to ask. And I don't know the answer. Only Allegri and everyone who knows the team, who's on the inside, knows the answer. So all we can do is hope it's the right choice.
I know, but it's been too much, my friend. I know you love the guy whatsoever. Like, he showed with his 10, 20 minutes. I don't know. We'll see. For me, not to be negative about this, if it's not working, you should leave.
But look, I think we kind of really need to hope he unlocks himself.
Yeah, but for how long, Nick? For another year or two? You know what I mean? Let's hope not.
I think we'll see him back this season at a good level.
Well, apparently, Sampdoria. Let's hope so.
Yeah.
Even a full 90 minutes, because Come on, Sampdoria, if you can still put him on the bench, at least he doesn't have any problems. At least see a little bit of action. And then we'll start from there. But for me, my friend, Juventus need to change options. New fresh, no minestra riscaldata, and enough of this, we need a new refresh. That's all I want. That's all.
Yeah.
No hard feelings. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah. Look.
I respect you, Nick. I don't want to be harsh like last time. So
I understand. No, I just think there's one important thing for me with Pogba. Okay. I think he actually loves the team and wants to do well for the team.
But he has to show it, though, my friend.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Okay, at least we agree on that department. That's all.
No, I do agree.
Yeah, because
my bigger concern is how he managed the injury, not necessarily what he did.
Yeah.
Not like when he go on vacation, Miami, skiing here and there. Look, he was. If Juve let him go, whose fault is that? If Juve let him go,
yeah, it's even like you said to me in the past. It's even the Sociedad, but come on, skiing. I never did. I know it's dangerous. That can break your leg, my friend. Come on. So, you know what I gotta say? We have 2 months away. Let's see how the season goes.
Yeah, no, I agree.
And let's hope the right decision. Because for Vlahovic's concern, if they're gonna get rid of him, maybe we might get the Atalanta boy Højlund. Maybe. Because we cannot spend that much money. I don't know about the Pogba case. I know we might get back Rovella, company. But look at these young kids. Look at Fagioli. He almost scored today. So we gotta give these kids credit, you know what I mean? So, hopefully for the better. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
One last thing from Adam. He said about Milik. Do you know when Milik is coming back? I think sometime soon.
Very soon. I think they said they hope by Inter.
Oh.
So next week.
You know the feeling with Inter.
Yeah.
I already had too much of them today bugging me. I said to them, listen, I'm going to Mexico. That I'm traveling while Inter U is playing. You know what I said to them? Because they're all getting worried about this 15 points. I said, we're getting back to 15 points. We're going second place. Caro Interista, we're coming for you. And they're already shaking. You know what I mean?
I'm actually right now. Everyone's going to be upset with me. I'm a little upset with Serie A right now also because we're playing Inter on Sunday after we play Friburgo
on Thursday.
Now,
yeah,
Inter, I believe they're playing. What day are they playing?
I double check. I think
they're playing.
I'll double check.
They're playing Tuesday. Okay, so Inter get 5 days rest. We get 3. We are playing Europa League. It's
Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah, they get 5 days rest. We get 3, the absolute minimum. We're also playing on Thursday, so it's harder for the league. But why couldn't we play Monday or Tuesday? Our next game after that is...
Yeah, it's Tuesday, my friend. Tuesday. Inter and Porto.
I'm looking at the schedule. Our game after Inter, our next game...
Yeah?
Is April 1st, so not for a while. I get everyone has to go to the national team, right? There's a national team schedule, but you couldn't.
Yeah, I'm gonna be in Mexico
one day. Are you kidding me? You're gonna give in Derby d'Italia. You're gonna give Inter 2 extra days rest than us. Come on.
You know what I gotta say about this? I totally agree with you, but you gotta get used to it because we got Mr. Gravino over there is against us, but. Karma will hit them, trust me. Because if you want to get into a little bit about this 15 points, my friend, it's not going to look good for the FGG. I know they're going to fight, like you said, about the
salaries.
Yeah, the salaries. But apparently, I'm hearing from more than one person, which I think it's fair, because it happened to Inter, it happened to Milan, they just pay the fine. So they better let us pay the fine. But apparently I heard if they ever take the points through Italians that I follow, only 2 points. So...
Well, they say that. I mean, look...
I don't think 35 points.
here with the minus 15, the prosecutor only asked for 9 and they took 15 in the end. So who knows? I'm sorry, but it's
I
Italy.
know
You
you
never
you're
know with
concerned,
Italy.
but like I said, I send you a message with Mr. Lino Juventus. He knows it all. So and even my people that I follow, like Max Montana, Johnny Bazzarini. Johnny Bazzarini has been positive. I don't know if you follow him. He has been very positive. So we gotta let the professionals to deal with.
Yeah. Look,
Like a 50-50. They said after April we should get those 15 points. So let's wait and see.
Reno, me and you live in Canada, I live in the United States.
Yeah.
Things make sense here. Okay,
Yes. In
especially with
Italy.
courts for the most
Yeah, the
part.
court. Yes.
In Italy, you never know what the hell is going on.
Because ci sono troppo ruffianismo. Too much ass kissers in Italy. Why did I came here?
No. Wrong word, Reno. No ruffianismo. They wanna. It's always about fottere. About stealing.
Fottere? Yeah, well, it's the same thing. Yeah, ladri.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna say this. The
Yeah.
last two videos I did, when was it? I can't remember. I said something about the Serie A that it was a joke because after all these things is happening, people complain how Italy, they don't go through the World Cup, but they worry about the jeopardizing Juventus. Worry about the serious things. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Look, I had some friends say the same exact thing.
Yeah, sorry. Look, Alberto just
Yeah.
comment about
Yeah.
Pogba.
But here, do you wanna?
Ok, paesano, abbiamo detto prima, cioè per me ha fatto bene per Nick, no, perché lui vuole sentire tutta la storia, se era vero che è entrato tardi o no, quindi per me ha fatto bene perché sai com'è la situazione, però per Nick e come tanti, però come tanti Juventini, come hai visto, non è che sono contenti, quindi non lo so, vediamo un po'. Sorry guys, let's continue the conversation. Sto parlando di Gravina e Company, se vuoi aggiungere fammi sapere Luca che sei grande. Go ahead Nick, sorry.
No,
I
what
thought
we were saying about
about the fact that it doesn't go through because
yes.
what I think what everybody thinks they worry about smoking Juventus, but now the fact that the tour is on our side, things are going to change, my friend. Zalani, Gravina, the other Napolitano guy. Oh, too much.
Right. So I've had some friends tell me, non-Italian friends who follow other leagues, and say,
Okay.
in Italy,
Yeah.
you guys sit and you have a civil war. You all fight, try to take each other down instead of just playing on the field, and then you wonder why you don't go to 2 World Cups.
Well, this is the first time it happened after 2006.
Yeah, and it's such a shame. We won the Euro.
I know.
We've won the World Cup. We're one of the most successful national teams ever. And could you imagine if we just concentrated on developing the players and playing on the field rather than fighting with each other? Could you
But
imagine?
even the stadiums, they need a change. Because I heard the reason why they don't do too much because there's a lot of stadiums not in regular. They're not rolled properly. You know what I mean? They can be in
they're
trouble.
old, they're outdated, not
Yeah.
up to standards. I think there's other reason why I don't think people realize it. Is one simple reason: organized crime, not just mafia, other groups too. The Drangheta, the Camorristi, everyone has their hand in the pot. And I think there's some things that the general public doesn't know about going on.
Okay.
That's just what I think. It's
No,
impossible.
I believe you.
It's impossible that Milan and Inter with the city, they're trying to build a stadium together.
And they can't because
they can't
a
get
lot
it
of
done.
Milanisti, Interisti, they don't like that. But
But I mean, look, I think it'd be a nice thing for them, right?
yeah,
And it'd
so
be
they can
good
separate.
for the game. Well, not even to separate. They want to just build a new San Siro, a better, nicer stadium, right?
Well, you have the Milanisti, they say AC Milan is Milan. Then you have the fellow Interisti. Inter is Milan. No, 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 no.
I mean, yeah, that's a whole other conversation
Yeah,
which we
but
could talk
that's
about.
what. Yeah,
But
that's
I
why they
find
want to
it
separate.
impossible that Milan and Inter they are not able to get it done with the city, like just because there's something that doesn't make sense, and when something doesn't make sense in Italy, organized crime. That's it.
È troppo. Corruzione,
Yeah,
corruption.
yeah,
But it's not just Italy, it's everywhere. But of course, we're talking about Italy this one because we love our culture, our sports, and of course, our culture, Italy. But sometimes you gotta be realistic.
yeah,
Okay, let's change the subject here. You gotta leave soon, correct?
yeah. I got a few more minutes here.
Okay, let me wrap up with the Serie A this weekend. Where I give a little 2 seconds on each team who will win. We get a little bit da, and then we'll move on. Okay, starting tomorrow, March 10th, there's gonna be the game. Spezia Inter in Spezia. What are your thoughts about this?
Um, so Spezia not doing as well as they had been, especially with Italiano before Italiano went to
Yeah, Inter.
yeah,
Fiorentina, sorry.
Fiorentina.
Yeah.
Um, Inter are somewhat solid. They having some blunders. Look, I think Inter is going to come out on top, but I also wouldn't necessarily totally rule out maybe a surprise by Spezia. But look, Spezia's struggling even more. Um,
Yes, because what Inter is worried, some of the fans that I talked to, they're concerned about in home in Spezia because usually when they play outside Milano,
they've
fanno
been pretty bad.
cacate.
Yeah, they've
Yeah,
been pretty
either they
bad.
tie or I'm pretty sure they could manage to win because if they can't win with the Spezia, they struggle like we did with the Bologna. Like, come on,
Yeah,
that's
mal
pretty
di trasferta.
mal di trasferta. How you say in English?
Like
Um,
let's trasferta is when you play away.
yeah, so a
So like
headache away,
yeah,
something.
yeah, away sickness.
Okay, then we have Empoli Udinese. I'm going for Empoli. In
Um,
Empoli.
it's an Empoli. Yeah, I think Empoli they've been pretty solid lately.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Empoli, yeah. Because I like their coach and I like how they play Empoli. They
Yeah,
play good soccer, even though it's a small team, but they cause problems to the top teams, so I give them credit for that. Udinese, 50-50, yeah. Not too at the beginning they were okay, but now. So, Empoli for me, you?
yeah, I say Empoli. I'll agree with you.
Now, the team that we all love, Napoli e Atalanta. I will go for a tie.
I was just gonna say that pareggio tie.
Pareggio, tie.
Where are they
Yeah,
playing?
they're playing Napoli.
I say a tie or no, you know what? I'm gonna say tie because Napoli's also playing Champions League.
Yes, because we see what happened with Lazio. Unfortunately, it didn't get in. They played good, but it wasn't their day. So we'll see if it's going to happen tomorrow. But even though they're on top of the list, so there's nothing we can do about it. Move on. Bologna, Lazio. I say Bologna. 1-0 for Bologna.
Um, I'm gonna go with Lazio.
Lazio? Okay. How
I
much? 1-0, 2-0,
2-0 or 2-1.
2-0? Yeah, because I think they lost the conference or something, so maybe they might get back on track. Then Sunday we start off with Lecce Torino in Lecce. I think Lecce's gonna win because everybody who plays at Lecce they lose all the time. Let's say I give 2-0 for Lecce.
Um, huh. You know what? I haven't seen too much of Lecce lately. I don't know much, so I'm gonna just go with you, Reno. on this one.
Torino? Okay.
Lecce.
Oh,
No, I'm gonna go with you. Agree with you, Rino.
Lecce?
Yeah.
This is a good one because Cremonese Fiorentina, which they will be in the semi-final of Coppa Italia. I'm gonna go for, if Fiorentina play how they played with Milan, I'm gonna go for Fiorentina. But with Cremonese, you never know.
Cremonese is. I mean, they're in last place. But also they pulled out some shocks in the Coppa Italia with Roma.
Yeah, even recently with Roma.
But I am gonna go with Fiorentina.
Yeah, because I do like Italiano. We were talking about coaches. He will be nice for Juventus in the future, I
Yeah.
think, if they want to do like a young generation. But we will see. Moving on, Hellas Verona Monza. I give 1-0 to Monza if they're in a good mood.
Yeah, Monza's been on fire. Hellas Verona has been not great at all. So I say I say Monza.
Monza. Then we got Roma and Sassuolo. I think I'm going to go for Sassuolo because Roma, after 2 wins, I don't think they can manage the third win.
Okay. I'm gonna say tie.
A tie? Okay. Tie and a win. You hear me this, ladies and gentlemen.
1-1.
Okay, 1-1. I'll say, what did I say for Sassuolo? Let's say I give 2-0 for Sassuolo.
Okay.
Sassuolo can be dangerous.
Bold.
Now, our favorite team, Juventus and Sampdoria. I'm pretty sure I'll give a Juventus win. Ortomuso, 1-0. Miretti will score.
Okay, I like it.
You like it?
I say 2-0. And to score.
Chiesa?
No, I don't think Chiesa's gonna play.
Mm.
I think they'll save him just in case.
Okay.
I'm gonna say. Grazie, Adam.
Adam, you gotta share my show to everybody. I need some subscribers here. Paesano, mi devi aiutare. Grazie, Adam. Sorry, Nick.
No, that's okay. I'm gonna say Bremer.
Yeah, he got close. When was it? Yeah, today he got close. It went outside.
Yeah. I say
Bremer, I like him. I hope he stays.
and Rabiot.
Rabiot, your friend Rabiot.
He's been scoring some goals.
Yeah, but how you think that he might leave?
No, he's leaving.
What do you think? You're sad about it, or?
No, look. He's been pretty bad most of his time at Juve. This year, he's been, I wouldn't say phenomenal, but solid.
By 50-50.
Solid. I actually wish he would stay, but I agree with Juve. Either take the money we're offering you, or
Yeah, 10 million is too much.
That's-
Plus, he's 27 years old, so it's good that he joined some money at the Premier League.
yeah, let him go. It's
Yeah.
fine. I think
Good luck for him.
not too much to stress here.
Then the last match, it's Milan Salernitana. I would say after Pioli, I can say at this moment he will be on fire. 3-0 for Milan.
3-1.
3-1? Okay. So we'll wrap it up right here, my friend.
Sure.
Facciamo una cosa, solo 2 secondi, non
Va
te ne
bene.
andare,
Sì.
ti chiudo e almeno parliamo un po' e poi, va bene?
Va bene.
Aspetta un po', poi io chiudo in conclusion, subscribe and everything.
Okay.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we are officially closing. Thank you for everybody. Which I have a nice presence here, so hopefully everything went well. And I'll keep you more update for more videos. Nick, thank you so much. You did a
Grazie,
wonderful
Rino,
job
grazie, ragazzi. Thank you.
with the referee section. I'm gonna save that. I'll post it on Facebook everywhere so people know you. And we'll be back by next week. Then after that, I'll be in Mexico. So we'll do one more live. Hopefully he's free. And my paisano Santino Merenda, hopefully he's free. And we'll get things going. So please like, subscribe, share, and I will see you soon. Ciao ciao ragazzi.
Ciao ragazzi.
One sec.